said.
On the mic with Mike. We're here at the Down syndrome softball tournament. It's the 35th anniversary. We're here supporting them. So take a look and listen.
Everybody that's playing, all the umpires donate the time, the commission supports the calls, back in the program. And these heroes you see in front of you, they're the reason you're here, and your families, and just the impact you can have on these on the Down Syndrome Association is awesome.
Now we'd like to begin the program with a prayer. Sarah Lancaster will lead us.
Dear God, thank you for Ellen who's here today. Thank you for everything, the honor. So I want to thank for Ann Powers and somebody coming out tonight. Thank you for everyone here. And since the go by, since it's not here, thank them for supporting this group and support others. Thank you for this great opportunity and let's have some fun.
We will say the Pledge of Allegiance, and Shelley and Matt are going to lead us in the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now our very own Ann Beecham is going to lead us in the national anthem.
This is for all of you umpires and Henry and Julie Pollard for coming out today and for bringing Henry out here means the whole world to me. And for my cousin Janelle, who's over the rainbow this week, just recently. So I'm doing a song for her and for Henry and Julie Pollard for being here for us, self-advocates. So here's my song for all of you. And I thank my girl Carol for everything she's done for this tournament and for everything she's done for me especially. So here's my song for her too. Oh, say, can you sing a danger light? What so proudly at the twilight stars gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets like the first bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of our brave?
And now Wayne has a few awards to make.
hope y'all don't get tired of hearing my voice this morning. We'll try to go along. We're gonna present some awards to umpires that put in 35 years for the tournament. They've been here every year for me. It's not a question of will you come out. They usually call me and say, where do I work with my time? Tim Sadler, not here. Harry Taylor. Bill Davis.
Yeah, boo.
Jackson Fur. Johnny Eck. I hope they hurry up. Frank Sonam. Ray Pretty. Ray's working on foot pump field. Andy Crane. Not only umpire, hit these fields a lot. Johnny Page. I know these guys have worked 35 years with me, and one way or the other helped with this and umpire. Dave Wooten. Don West. This gentleman, he taught me a lot about softball. He was one of the first people I met in the game, and I learned a little trick from him. Put a set of bases and a rake and a shovel in his car all the time. But a lot of times, 35 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 even, we would get there and sometimes the bases wouldn't be out, right, Ralph? So very special presentation to my friend Ralph Biddinghoe. All right, Mr. James, James cannot indulge everything that he's taught me, but he's meant so much in softball, so much in umpire. This next gentleman, most of y'all probably know him. He was an umpire and started out on the field at Radcliffe, Fairfield, wherever he umpired there. Became umpire in chief here. Went on to work on the national staff. Went on to become our commissioner, but he'll always be my UIC and umpire to me. And we all love him to death. That's Henry Pollard. I'm gonna turn it over to Barry Sutherland there to make a special present.
One more thing about Henry, he used to run a classic every year in the fall, and he always put a woman at the end, and we were called Henry's Hornets.
We called him Horny Hornet.
I'd like to thank Carol and the Johnson Foundation for them talking about Bucky, our friend, good friend. And this tournament meant a lot to him. He pretty much made sure it was on that schedule every year.
He didn't have a team one season, he put one together just to play in our tournament.
I think he liked to do it just because his friends and politics. How Bucky was. Bucky also would be taking a ride to one of our many tournaments, and your tournament, your names come up in many papers and conversations. It was all good. It was all good. I know I thought a lot of this and that quite a bit. He would be very grateful to be here, to be to accept bring you to work. him, but it's okay. Yep. Yep. We're good for it. Right? Yep. Thank you. Both of you.
Two more. Terry, we're gonna talk about a few more people that get a 35-year award. CP Dean, Bill Selden, and Clint Irving, they donated shirts or trophies every year for 35 years.
Carol's cousin lives in Harrisonburg, Virginia, has done our graphics and flyer for 35 years. And so we want to give Lindsay a special thank you for that, even though she's not with us today.
The softball nation, he played in this tournament the first 10 years, and now he donates the fields at Ironbridge and Walboro every year for our men's open and women's open tournament and co-ed.
Next is Lacey Lusk, and unfortunately he's not here today because we had to move yesterday's tournament over to Walboro. So Lacey's over there getting that rolling for us, but he's been a player, coach, and a member of the tournament committee for many, many, many years, and he helps with the seniors. And you know, Lacey's team is a team that's very committed. He's got 3 teams in, and all of them make donations, and so we want to give Lacey a special plug for his commitment to the tournament.
To make a special presentation to Terry Lancaster. She's was our executive director for 9 years, but she's helped me with this tournament. Thank you. But she's helped me with the tournament for about 15 to 20. So she's my right-hand girl, and I have a special presentation for her. Pause and dedicated service to this tournament.
Well, this is really fitting because I just had my 35th wedding anniversary, and I'll go home and put my roses in the vase.
Terry's gonna make a special award to the 3 Musketeers, or they're also named as Larry, Moe, and Curly.
So Gordon Hab is he runs our open weekend, and Gordon has been with her for 35 years, and he's just an amazing gentleman, and has been really committed to Carol and to the softball community and to all of us at the Down Syndrome Association. And to date, the open weekend raised about $32,000, and we had 46 teams. And so with you all here today, we should be on track to do quite well for our tournament this year. So thank you all for being here. Next is Chris Williams, and he's running around here trying to get ready for you guys to get started today. But Chris has been with Carol since the beginning as well, and he loves to organize. He is, you can tell his color codes. There's no way y'all can get confused today. He is so organized, and he just, you know, he loves this tournament, and he loves the commitment to the Down Syndrome Association. So Chris, we appreciate you. We love your colors, and thanks for being with us this weekend.
Portfolio for Wayne, Gordon, and Chris. And last but not least, Wayne Tinsman. He's been with this tournament since year 1. He secures umpires for every game. He was an awesome coach, and now he's a great friend. He spends countless hours on the phone securing umpires to make sure they're here so you all can play ball. So thank you, Wayne.
Oh, a quick rundown. These are umpires that quite make the 35 years, but they've been around a long time. Ronnie Webb, Rick Velver, Phil Thomas, Jeff Stone, John Slick, Donnie Pretty, Judy Pollard, Willie Padamo, Charles Moss, some people are staff members. Al Mosby Jr., Dean Miller, Wayne Matthews, Forrest Matthews, Bill Lockett, Lou Lipper, Pam Kibler, Candace Kibler, Henry Johnson, Charlie Howell, Harvey Henson, Stu Hankel, Michelle Helmet, Willie Harper, Bob Davis, Mike Clark, Ken Bortner, Don Beck, and B.C. Armstrong. These are people that helped over the years. For whatever reason, couldn't quite make the 35 mark, but they're just as important to me. Because other than you folks, they make this possible too. We got to have the players and the umpires, and that's the game. So, thank you.
Now, John West is going to read a list of the umpires that are no longer with us.
These are the umpires that have passed on. They're right above us. Looking down on this tournament today, the words of Henry Pollard when I was starting to be an umpire for 35 years. Henry says, your most important ball game is your next one. So anyway, to the umpires that have passed away, these probably bring back some memories from you seniors here as you debated some of maybe their calls. Henry Armstrong, we called him Candy Man. George Atwell, Charlie Brown, Eddie Doran, Eddie D, remember? Horace Estridge, George Farrell, Joe Fleming, Gene Grumbine, Bill Hickman, Jack Powell, Richard Johnstone, Steve Brown Lowry, Al Mosby Sr., Mark Murphy, Wayne Parker, Warren Sadler, Eddie Shoemaker, Ed Scott, Scott Southworth, Frank Taylor, George Fire, Ron Woody.
If any of you know any former players or coaches that have passed recently that we didn't mention, if you would speak now, we'd like to recognize everybody. Ralph Godwin. Yes. Thank you. Okay, now could we please have a moment of silence? And that will be followed with Matt LaMacca playing Amazing Grace. Okay. Thank you, Matt. And now Michael Lane. Forward, and he is very talented and he's going to sign. Nothing but the blood of Jesus. would like to thank all of you because you are our best support, being here and playing this tournament every year. Thank you so much.
For some reason, we've left out the main ingredient. Miss Carol Estes Williams has been doing this for 35 years. She deserves more than a gift. It's untiring dedication to this cause. These kids obviously love her and appreciate her. I know working with the Down syndrome is a huge priority for her. But just a standing ovation because Carol is untiring. Anybody here that knows what she does, it's beyond any shadow of recognition. But thank you, Carol, 35 years, and let's do another.
You better be around another 5. Hey, Terry, will you come up, please? Got one more?
For the past 8 years, I've been the executive director for the Down Syndrome Association of Greater Richmond and retired in December. And I would like to introduce you all to our new executive director. Jennifer, could you come up, please? This is Jennifer Case, and she is the new executive director for the Down Syndrome Association of Greater Richmond. So we have another partner in crime. We're looking forward to working with you on the tournament. Also over here, Allison, could you give a wave, please? This is Allison Marco. She is our new development director, so you'll see a lot of her in the coming tournaments of the year. And so I'd like to just let Jennifer have a few words.
Well, thank you. I wasn't prepared for this. I don't want to. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I just want to say it's just really an honor to be here and get to see all of the amazing support and hear about all of the amazing support that's been going on for 35 years. And I am so excited for us to step in and partner and continue this and see it continue to grow and thrive. And I'll share with you all, I have an 8-year-old son who happens to have Down syndrome. And so hopefully you'll get to meet him either this weekend or in the coming year. So I'm just honored to be here and can't wait to see what happens.
Thing. I hope everybody has a good time today. Nobody gets hurt. Be kind to the umpires. And we're going to finish off with Matt that's going to play one of our favorite songs, and you all can sing along. Take me out to the ball game. One, two, three.
On the mic. Sorry about that. On the mic with Mike. We are back. We're here at the Down syndrome softball tournament here out in Short Pump. It just had a nice ceremony right there for everyone to come out, honoring those who are with us, honoring those who have passed along. 35 years strong is how long these guys have been doing this. Honored to be here, out here, broadcasting from here. So on the mic with Mike, ESPN Richmond 106.1. That's where you find us. We're going to talk to some folks out here and have a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, back at the softball tournament. I guess we are benefiting the Down syndrome of Greater Richmond. We're out here with Karen Ivy of Leashes for Valor.
Leashes of Valor.
Leashes of Valor. Now, one of the great things about having our own radio show is You run into people doing some really cool things. So Karen, let us know about your organization and what you guys do.
So we are a organization out of Northern Virginia that was founded by 3 Purple Heart veterans who served after 9/11. And those veterans each ended up with various disabilities, including post-traumatic stress and other issues that ultimately ended up with them receiving service dogs for their way of trying to heal the wounds that they had after serving our country. And so each of them had a service dog, and for various reasons, they decided to commit themselves to providing that service for other veterans, realizing what a difference it could make in getting veterans back on track after a lot of them had self-isolated due to their traumas. And so we right now raise service dogs for veterans, and we provide those dogs to the veterans for free. And we take care of all of the costs that are associated with that for the life of that dog.
All righty, on the mic with Mike. Karen is here with us. I always say changing the world ain't cheap, easy, or free. How do you make magic happen? Like, what's the process? Because, you know, you guys are doing something that's very important, and you have to have people who believe in your mission.
Right. So we are 100% supported by donations. We don't receive any governmental support. So we go out and we share our mission.
Tell your story.
Well, we go out and we explain the difference that these dogs have made to each one of the veterans that have received them. We provide dogs to people from all over the country, all backgrounds, all branches of service. We are starting right now to be able to assist veterans with actual physical disabilities. We're going to have some dogs that can help veterans get up off the ground if they have fallen.
Really?
We have people who were participating in our golf tournament last week that were amputees. And one of the things that happens on a regular basis is they lose their balance. And so we now will have dogs that can help them get off the ground if they happen to fall. Our labs that we have now, frankly, are not structured to be able to help a grown man or woman up off the ground without hurting the dog. And so we now are going to be breeding dogs that are a combination of a Mastiff and a Labrador, so that when a veteran falls, that dog can actually help them get back up on their feet, literally.
Wow.
So we're excited about that.
That's something to be excited about. So you are creating, you're offering help, and now you guys are really making the dog that can help.
We actually are doing that.
You're breeding.
We'll be breeding for that. Now, our dogs that we currently have, we have 23 dogs that are in our training program, and we start with them when they're 10 weeks old.
Okay.
Those dogs are donated to us by Hero Labs, which is out of Texas. And Chuck, who owns that organization, donates 3 litters a year to us. And those dogs start training at 10 weeks, and they usually will go to their veterans when they're between 16 and 18 months old. So we're also a very unique organization in that our dogs are raised in foster homes. So they are not raised in kennels, which is pretty common for a lot of service dogs. Our dogs actually are raised in loving foster homes, surrounded by kids and activities. So by the time those dogs get to their veterans, they've been exposed to everything.
So you're training the dogs, but they're also being, because it takes a certain temperament to be a service dog.
Absolutely.
Because I see, you know, well, like I did. You see a dog. Now, I'm not the biggest dog guy. I was a paper boy, so I was kind of scared of dogs. But, you know, when you see one that's friendly, you instantly want to reach out. That's not what's supposed to happen with service. And I see the signs that say, please don't pet the service dog.
Absolutely. Now, service dogs, and we really emphasize this, are supposed to be entirely focused on the needs of their veteran. Our veterans sometimes will have panic attacks. They get claustrophobic. They get very nervous about somebody coming up behind them, and they're not prepared for being startled. Things like that are associated with the traumas that they were exposed to in war. So our dogs are supposed to be entirely focused on the needs of their veterans.
So that's what it is.
They're not pets. And so we want the dogs to be doing their job and working and taking their job seriously. And when someone comes and distracts them, that takes them away.
It's like
from
going to
their
somebody's
mission.
workplace messing with them at work.
It's
It- it-
actually just like that. It would be like, would you ever approach somebody in a wheelchair and say, may I take your wheelchair for a spin around the block?
No, we're not. Okay.
Exactly.
So
So
we're
the
not doing
dog
that.
actually is a tool in that sense, that that veteran is relying on the dog to pay attention to them all the time so that nothing happens, and they're trusting that dog to do that job.
Something you brought up just made me think. Now, can a service dog be, if you have other pets, like how do they interact with like regular dogs?
That is a fantastic question. And that actually is why we also raise the service dogs with fosters in families. So when our veterans get their dogs, they may have a pet at home. The difference is that our dogs are trained to be specifically looking for the alerts that show that our veteran is going through some type of issue. So it may be that the dog is having, or that the veteran is having nightmares. That dog, the other pets in the family will sleep right through it. They might be snoring at the same time. Our dogs are trained to always be watching the mannerisms, the breathing patterns, those kind of things. And so that if they notice that our veteran is starting to hyperventilate, starting to fidget while he's sleeping, that dog will immediately go and
What do they
reach up.
nudge?
They will start with a gentle nudge. Then they'll go from a nudge to maybe laying on top of that veteran as a comfort, like a weighted blanket. Or they may start licking that veteran's face to see if they can bring them out of that disturbing dream.
That is great. Karen Ivy with Leashes of Valor. Alrighty. So how can people find you out there? Karen Williams, don't go anywhere. Don't sneak off. Okay. Okay, she's coming right back. Alrighty. How can people find you?
We have Facebook pages, we have an Instagram page, and we have a website, Leashes of Valor. And we are based out of Milford, Virginia, which is right at the line for Caroline County.
Okay.
So we are a local run, veteran founded organization just dedicated to serving our veterans and actually now our first responders.
Really quickly on the way out, you had said you had a program that was starting for women. Can you touch on that really quickly?
We can. Again, this is something that is brand new, and that is addressing the needs of women in the military who have been the victim of sexual trauma. That is unfortunately something that has been coming up, and we needed to address it. We found several women who are suffering from the trauma and post-traumatic stress of being attacked or violated while serving our country. And so we actually have a group of 4 women that will be coming in May to receive their service dogs. This will be our first class of women who will be specifically coming for military sexual trauma.
On the mic with Mike, ESPN Richmond, a choice as well. This is interesting. This is why I came out today. So so you have to come back to the program where we can dedicate some time to talk to you about what you're doing. I'd love to hear more. So I met my wife 40 years ago in the Army. So the Army
You must have been 5 years old. How is that even
I know.
possible?
I would say good, clean living, but that's, I've gotten my money's worth. We'd like to thank you for coming on the program. We're here out at the Down Syndrome Association's annual softball tournament. On the mic with Mike King will be back. Thanks now. Thank you, Karen.
And I overgrown man, and I'm a dog.
On the mic with Mike, we're here out at the Down Syndrome Association with their softball tournament. I got my man Lane, who is with us. Lane, welcome.
Hey, what's up?
All righty. So you had asked Karen, did she have Instagram? Are you on Instagram?
I do. I have Instagram, and also I have Facebook.
Okay, so we just saw you signing what song did you sign?
Nothing but the blood of Jesus.
None but the blood of Jesus.
My favorite prayer.
That's it. Okay. So now, what else do you like to do? Do you play softball? Do you come out and play?
And also, so I am the self-defense
Okay.
and martial art that AMX Taekwondo.
Taekwondo?
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
You're good?
I'm a student missionary. I help with the little kids down their church.
Okay.
And my sister got 4 kids, and I'm the uncle in the family.
You're the uncle?
Yes,
Are
I
you the
am.
good uncle? Are you a fun uncle?
I'm very good
Oh,
uncle.
you are? Okay.
Yes.
What kind of stuff do you like to do as the uncle?
The business time with my nephew and my niece.
You like to go outside and play?
Yeah, being time with them.
Alrighty. So, you ever been on the radio before?
Once.
Oh, so you're famous. Yeah, you're famous.
My dad did, yeah.
Okay, so here, right? So Instagram. You like Instagram more than Facebook? Oh, wait a minute, your phone's blowing up. See, that's how it is when you're famous.
Yeah.
You can't-
I've all had them on Instagram.
Okay, well, wait a second. Let's get a picture here. Let me get this picture. Hey, oh, that's it. You're gonna take the hoodie off. Kind of chilly out here. All right, here we go. Come on, where you at, man? Let me see. No, wait a minute. I gotta turn it. Here we go. Boom. That's what we're doing. So it's Mike is out here. On the mic is Mike. Mike is here. So Lane, you just signed the Nothing But the Blood of Jesus. You did a
Yeah.
great job. Thank you for coming out. So on the mic with Mike, we got Carol Williams who's coming back through here.
And also,
Wait. So
oh,
so Lane is telling me, so we're going down through his Instagram. So here we go. So it's Mike is here. Carol, come on in, get in.
My daughter,
Hello, how are you? Come on in.
Mike King.
All right, so it's Mike. We got my man Lane who's right here. Okay, hello. So in the back we have Carol. Carol, excellent time today. So we're on what are we on? ESPN Richmond. That's where we are. We're out here at the softball tournament. My partner Sarah Lancaster is coming into the scene.
Yeah, Sarah's the bomb on this
She
show.
is. Come on, hop
on,
in. Let
Sarah.
me scoot
Yeah,
over a little
scoot.
bit. So wait a second. We never met. Hi, I'm Mike.
This is
And
Shelley.
Shelly, how are you? Nice. I saw you up there. You talking. All right. So here we go. Shelly, want to say hello to everybody?
Hey.
All righty, Shelly. Sarah, come on. Hello. You're not saying anything. Come on. What are you doing?
Sarah.
You're doing the shy part today.
You're not shy.
I know you're not.
She hosted the show one time,
She
didn't
did. She's hosted the show before. We hosted the show at ESPN. So Lane was telling me that he had just done Nothing But the Blood of Jesus. You did an excellent job. I like that. So you were just saying that your mom was calling you.
yeah.
And what'd you say? Your mom's kind of obsessive?
Yeah,
That's how-
obsessing over me.
That's how moms do. Come on, man. Moms worry about you.
Yeah,
Mom is up to work.
I overflow men. I don't need her about the.
Okay, well, no, what you do, because my wife was telling me what to do before I got here. So you're just going to get used to it. So out there, we're just having a good time. How you been, Sarah?
I'm doing well.
You're doing well. I saw you there. You had your talk. Hey, that's Karen. She has a service dog. So you're not playing. So you guys aren't playing softball today?
They played 2 weekends ago.
Oh, you played 2. Oh, that's right. When you were
at the
over
Open tournament
on the
Iron
south
Bridge.
side. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had a good kids game. Well, young adult game.
Yeah, that is true. So on the mic with Mike. So Lynn, you would say you have been on the radio before.
Yeah, I've been on the radio before. I used to be on TV before too.
You've been on TV, man.
Yeah.
How you get so famous?
Staying at Taekwondo
Oh yeah.
tournament
Oh,
on
if you
TV.
do,
on
so you're doing Taekwondo. I don't do that because I might get hurt. I'm old.
I have a job.
You got all right. Come on, man.
Oh.
What's your job?
This- Oh yeah, sorry.
Tell them where you work, Michael.
And this is the place I'm up working at. Suzuki, I at the whole street.
Oh, okay.
They have a good people, great.
So your
food.
name is Michael too.
Michael
Yeah.
Lane.
Michael Lane. All right. You know what my name is?
No,
Michael.
Michael.
Yeah, Mike.
Well, I'm Mike, but I'm really a Michael too, but
Yeah, you
only
can call me
cool guys are
Mike.
Michael. They call you Mike too?
Oh, yeah.
Interview. I'll be right back.
My grandfather's name is Michael.
Oh, your father's name is Michael
My
too. Oh, your
grandfather,
grandfather too.
my grandfather, my father, and my nephew.
All a bunch of Michaels.
Yeah, we have
Well,
all time Michael.
Okay, well, I'm a Michael too. And so who do we have in the back?
Yo,
How are you?
Shelly here.
Shelly here. All right, Shelly. Shelly, how old are you?
I'm 33.
You're 33. Okay, so are you having a good time today?
I had best time ever. I like entertaining with all the players and especially the umpires. too.
Okay, so you like the umpires are good. They're nice people. They come out and help. All right, so Shelly, what else do you like to do?
I like to play softball
Oh, are you good?
with the kids.
You're pretty good.
Yeah, really good at
Oh.
it.
Oh yeah, I'm okay. I used to be okay when I was young. Now
Yeah.
I'm old. I'm not that good anymore. But I used. What are you laughing at? Come on, man.
My dad is a grandfather too.
Yeah, I'm a grandfather too. I got hurt. I can't take my grandson hit me in with I got hurt. So, Sarah, have you ever been on the radio before, Shelly?
I have.
Yeah.
This is another station. It's called Mix 98.
You were on Mix?
Yeah, it was before.
How are all you guys famous?
I don't know, and I'm gonna be on TV again too.
What, you've been on TV?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on
Man,
TV.
all right, it's
again.
on the mic with Mike. I'm here with all these famous people. How are they on TV? I'm not on TV. I'm on the radio. I'm on the radio. So on the mic with Mike, we'd like to thank you guys. Wait a minute, let's get this selfie. You guys ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, so here, you guys get in the back. It's the Michaels up in the front. Oh, wait a minute, we got my man David in there. All right, so David. All right, so 1 second.
Here.
So wait, where we at? Okay, here. Wait 1 second. My arm is. Okay, where? All right, Sarah, where are you?
She's right here.
Well, my arm isn't long enough. Hold on a second. All right, so and we got everybody? All righty, cool. All right, so David is here. David, you having a good time today?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, you having a good time? Man, well, okay, okay, never mind. We just so why are you gonna mess with him like that? So David, the weather is nice. Softball is out here. So David, the last time I saw you, we were at gambling. I heard you won a lot of with the chips. You had a lot of chips at the casino night.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Wow.
Yeah, he did. He was balling.
Wow.
He was balling out of
That's
control.
cool, David.
He had a fedora on too.
Whoa, David.
Yeah, he did. David had a fedora. Yes, he was doing that move too. That was his dance move. So wait a second, Michael, can you dance?
Yeah, that's not Jesus.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, that like David. I saw you dancing. I saw you bust the move. Shelly, are you a good dancer?
Yeah.
You are? All right. So, Michael, he does taekwondo. What else do you do? Oh,
I'm a swimmer.
You're a swimmer too?
Yeah.
Man, you guys do a lot of stuff. I don't do much. I'm just the old man out here trying to talk on radio. Yes, sir.
Me and my government take karate too.
I don't take karate. It's a martial arts.
Oh, you take the martial. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. He takes the martial arts, not like
self-defense.
Yeah, it's a difference. It's not taekwondo. It's karate. David, he does something different. It's like hiya. That's it. Right. That's it. So on the mic with Mike, we're here with these guys having a great time. All right, on the count of three, we're gonna say, "See you later." All right. Oh, well, Sarah. Remember, we always talked about we say to your sister, we like 1, 2, 3. Hey, Grace. Okay, so this time, it's so alrighty. So on the count of three, we're gonna say, what do we want to say? Not say hi, Grace. We're gonna say hi.
Beba.
Oh yeah, that's what we'll do. Okay. On the count of three, we're gonna say play ball. Okay. Who's gonna count us down?
I am.
All right, David, count us down.
All right, David.
1, 2, 3.
Play
ball.
All right, folks. On the mic with Mike. We'll talk to you soon. I can't see anything. On the mic with Mike. We are out here at the Down Syndrome Association softball tournament. So I'm out here. That's a humble talk show host. The Down Syndrome Association is outstanding. I met Terry Lancaster, and she says, "Hey, we got a new executive director." And you know what I'm doing at the moment? I'm talking to Mike King here. Let's get who you are, what you do, and the elevator pitch for the Down Syndrome Association.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm Jennifer Case, and I am the new executive director here at the Down Syndrome Association. I am a licensed clinical social worker. I've been working in the greater Richmond area for the last 15 years in a variety of nonprofit organizations. And I happen to have an 8-year-old son who has Down syndrome. His name is Braden, and he is the light of my life. And I've been connected to the Down Syndrome Association since before he was born, actually. I remember when our first call chair, Cynthia Lance, who's still our first call volunteer, called me and spoke to me after we had the prenatal diagnosis for our son. And so DSAGR is just near and dear to my heart and has been for over 8 years now. And so just really an honor and a privilege to get to serve in this capacity here at the Down Syndrome Association. You know, we are here to benefit the lives of individuals with Down syndrome and their families. And we do that through education. We do that through individual support, through family support. We do it through community awareness at amazing events like this. And we do it through advocacy for legislation and policies to benefit individuals with Down syndrome. And so I'm just really honored to be here and carry on the torch.
One of the things I always talk to people about, and this is on the mic with Mike here, and we always talk about the mission of the organization, but you understood the impact of it before. Because I asked when I had Terry on and folks before, what was it like when you got the diagnosis? And they say, all right, the help shows up.
That's right.
The help shows up before, because your world gets turned upside down because you have an idea what's going to happen.
Yep.
And it's a whole new ball game.
That's exactly right.
And so now you're going out, you understand how the parent feels when they get the diagnosis that what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impactful. What's that feeling like when the person contacts you guys, or you contact them, and the next thing you know, they're going through all the things, and you can see when a light comes on that they sort of get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I remember, to be honest, when I first got the diagnosis and we got some information about the Down Syndrome Association, and they said, we'll have somebody call you. And so they called me, and they asked, do you want to come to an event? Do you want to come meet some families? Do you want somebody to come out and visit? And I wasn't ready yet. And I said, I don't know that I do yet. And they were so patient. There was no judgment. There was no pushing of, no, you need to do this right now. There was, okay, take your time, take your space, and we're here for you, and we'll check in on you. And then I was able to kind of have that space, but know there was a resource. And then when I was ready, I was able to call and say, okay, I am ready now. I need some help. And I had a mom who was a mentor volunteer, came out and visited me, and she brought she told me about, she had a teenage daughter at the time, and she told me all about her daughter and all the things she was doing. And that gave me so much hope, because you go through this process and you don't know what you don't know.
You don't know.
Right. And you, unfortunately, we also know what we hear and what we see. And that's why these community awareness part of what we do is so huge, because a lot of us grew up with these different perceptions of Down syndrome and this idea of what kids can and can't do. And it was a lot about their inabilities. And what we're here to say is there is so much ability, there is so much capability, and they belong, and they're important, and they have something to offer all of us. And that's been beautiful.
The thing is, and when you talk to them, as a person who's never been in that world before, and when I moved here, we moved to the Faison residence. That was the first time that me and my wife, and my wife is a nurse, that we ever had dealt with folks with developmental issues. And you got to see the real them.
Yes.
It's not the perceived idea.
Exactly.
You see, they got game.
That's exactly right.
And
exactly
so even
right.
here today. So, and really, Sarah was the first person. She came on the show, and instantly it clicked that, hey, I'm a model. She's talked about Matt and the saxophone forever. I know him as a basketball star,
That's right.
and a guy, and you hear David, he comes on. So it's helping society understand that these people have abilities. It's not just that disability that we want to talk about.
Exactly right.
Let me ask you, so before the Down Syndrome Association, what was the draw to the nonprofit field?
Yeah, so I have just always
You were that kid too?
I
You
was,
went- you were
yeah,
that
I have
The
always,
helper kid.
I was the helper kid. I'm a first, well, not the firstborn, but I'm the firstborn girl, which always says
that's the same.
makes you the firstborn. And I've always just had that desire to change the world. I've done things since I was a kid to be a part of making a difference. And so decided that meant social work and helping people. And I love it. It lights a fire in me.
Here, so it's on the mic with Mike. I always ask the tough question. I have one tough question per interview.
Okay.
Like this is, I'm not, Gail King, Leslie Stahl, any Anderson Cooper, real, hard journalists. Here's the question.
Okay.
Who saves the caregiver? Because you guys can't, you guys won't save yourself. You won't, because you're going to continue to do what you do.
Yeah.
And even now where there's so much help that's needed.
Yeah.
There's so much, how do you keep from burning out and taking on, as social workers, you hear a lot.
That's right.
You take on a lot.
Yeah.
How does that not stick to you?
That's a great question. I think for me, what I have learned a lot about over the last 15 years is what does it really mean to do self-care? We hear that phrase, we throw it out, self-care,
new?
self-care. It's
Or
not,
is
it's
it
been
just
around
called-
forever,
What
right?
is it? Just caught the buzz? Just caught
It's
about
just caught a buzz, but I think we give it this idea that it's like, oh, take a bubble bath or maybe do this thing for yourself. But self-care really is about finding ways to restore your soul, and that's different for all of us. And so that might be exercise, it might be going on a walk, it might be going on a run, it might be doing some yoga or meditating, it might be painting, because that helps restore you. But for me, it's been finding out those things that give me back energy, because so much of our jobs take that energy, and you can't give but to a point. If you're not filling yourself back up, you can't keep giving back out. And so it's making sure you prioritize it, like figuring out what fills your soul and prioritizing that in your life.
that's a tough one because there's the next challenge that's tomorrow.
That's right.
And the next day.
Yep.
And the next day. So you stepped into the Down Syndrome Association. How do you keep an organization going that's successful and then take it to the next level? I mean, because right now you guys, everyone's out to get attention.
Yeah.
You have your development person who's out. There's only so many dollars to go around.
Yeah.
You got to be creative.
Yeah. Well, I think it is about being creative, and I think it's about pursuing opportunities that we haven't pursued before, and looking at other streams for funding. And I also think it's telling our story. Like you said, individuals with Down syndrome have so much to offer our world. And I think we need to showcase that. We need to tell their story because they belong and they have something to offer our community. And our community will be a more beautiful place when they all have a place of belonging at the table.
As a mom, what does an event like this make you feel like when you see the folks who are out there who are in their 30s or their 20s and dealing with life?
That's right.
And how does it make you feel as a mom?
Oh my gosh, it makes me so hopeful. My son is 8 and he's already starting to do more and more things. He loves to dance. He loves to play football. And I am just so amazed to see the talent, the saxophone, the signing, the singing, and seeing them get to just shine in the spotlight. It gives me so much hope for what he's going to be doing in another 10, 15 years.
There you go. Jennifer's here. How can people find you out there?
Yeah, so you can find us on dsagr.org. That's our website. Stands for the Down Syndrome Association of Greater Richmond. We're on Facebook, and we're on Instagram at DSAGR321. And you can email me directly at director@dsagr.org. We would love to hear from you. So thank you so much for having me.
On the mic with Mike, we bring you the best and the brightest. That's why I'm out here rocking with these guys today. We got to go. I got to deal with my grandkids because I always say the microphone ain't free. Plus, my wife has stuff for me to do. So we got to go. Take care now.